Yeah, man, my up, man. Alright, so hear this now. Let me just start off. I'll start off with a prayer from the Prime Minister in the day, you know. The words. We call it prayer. I must have prayer to the nation this. Cause the Prime Minister did instruct us to do one thing when he was the opposition, you know. So that me I do. So anything we say, you know, because we not go back way, you know, we go forward. See? Alright, so I'll play that too. But with the missing teacher now, now I listen what the police are say. Watch the prime time news. I don't say I must people close to her. Even when you catch some man out there so and you don't go just make it seems like, you know, I make it seems like I just a robbery or something and they just robbery that man. Somebody will come and leave from so far, Sandy be to which part of which part she live. And people just know somebody close to her, you know. Somebody close to her might just want to get her out and then make it seem like a robbery. Take a TV, take this. But we know better than that. And next thing though, I watched the news last night. And I see them have a white, like them have a bag. We did them I say that a human remains like a bone, like skeleton. But she missing from the 30. Only if you do the DNA pan them bone there. Because really, people, even at the elements, it take them around a month for decompose that way they like turn bone. We read it out on show now, because we watch by the farm too, you know. Tell us I study a lot of things still, see? So it only take 1 week, even at the elements, because you have some real elements, because them do them study there, you know, use bodies. We donate to them and then do body farm. That like if you're under cool shade, you just not the elements, or you're out there with wine on them, boil on them, man. Or you know, you're out there in the sun, and then for them sun blazing, sun out, them see how long the body take for deteriorated. And how it shut down how it turn bone, skeleton, it will show you where they take. You understand? Because the bone, if the bone bury, you know, say bone take all out in the elements around 20 years for dissolve. But if it bury, you know, so that take 100 years and it does stay. Like indefinite and them thing the same. But out in the element while the man take it or something, can't stay, you know. So for the bone there, them to make sure still test it because of 1 week, unless you use acid to melt her up or do something. But if it just the bone like that, in a week, from the 30th to around the 9th, a week and not like 2 days, can be bone. I could start from here so still. Because we're there for teach. You know, we always, you know, keep it sweet. So I can say a prime, I could just start from the Prime Minister at the time, you know, Andrew, you know. So anything we say that I deal with, you know. You understand? So I just tell them the straight. Talk, Andrew.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime.
All right, so play it again. Play it one more time again. So, Andrew, this is the way you tell me that, right? That's why well-thinking Jamaican have to move, you know?
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime. All
right, so when I raise my voice now and I raise my concern, you can't send no police and good morning, Carter. You know, come talk to the lonesome and them thing. No, we don't deal with that neither because you yourself say it, yeah? So, I could go to the prime time news now with the teacher. And before I go to that too, somebody said to me, say, with the soldier, when I show the soldier and the kind of training, well, them not understand. Them things say me not understand. Me tell them before. Me know about soldier training. Me know them talk to people. Them talk to people come in your face rough. Them not calling a fag. Because them know say that, it a put in a trouble. And by the way, bad word the power book here. So if you no man Jamaica soldier not trained for come a road, for say man at this time because no man which man I look at soldier and police and say but this and that and that. Nobody know if you cross a bad word then lock you up feet. So that is not an excuse here. So when me attack, me know me attack say believe it, me know me attack say. You there so why you think the woman out St. Thomas dead? Them robbers she 8 months pregnant. So have baby and a police association come off a bus and say to her sister them wow rob me just cuss out a word. And that me not call it bad word. You say bumbo cloud, what you do? You catch her figure lock her up. Say she cuss in the indecent language. It depend book. So if you call a man batty man, where you train me in farm and them thing, that now have nothing to do with training. Go look how US train them soldier them. And look how seal train. Tire thing by your foot and heavy down. Me know the whole of the training them. Then, yes, Jones, up. Me know the whole of the training them. Me sit down and me study them. When me say foolishness, my bonnet. Uno no know because uno no go so deep. So me I look pan world. Me I look how the world operate, how them train them soldiers and them special troops and all kind of things. Me know the whole of them thing there. And them thing them me sit down and study what happen to no. When you hear me talk, me know me attack. You can't say a police and tell him about move you want. I'm gonna lock you up. So you can't go train a man and call him Batty man. That's not training. When the police them are training, when the soldier them are training, I'll train them and then make a back and nice in your ear, but them not call it, them couldn't call it that. That put them in a trouble. Big up read. You understand? That put in a trouble. What I'm telling you. When the fees alone something know, me know this man. When you hear me attack, me know this, me study this. Zane, so when you hear me attack, me say when you come out of the small mind thinking, who are gonna say a soldier out there and call him, hey, Batty boy. But them are condition their mind to who? When it depend the books. If you cuss a bad word, if you say that right now, sniper and police here, they lock you up. Eh? Them lock you up and say in decent language. So nobody not gonna say a soldier and tell them that shit. Eh? Nobody not see a soldier and tell them that you can't call man a train man. And me couldn't train you, call me Batty man. And wow, that's not train. That's not part of training. You don't make it rough, that no problem. We know the whole training go. You understand? Me watch forces and control them train, them elites. Whether police and soldier, me know this. Me never hear none of them a style nobody, but you mad? You mad? That not training, man. See? So that now have nothing to do with toughness and them things. A matter of fact, when if you know this, them a train soldier, even the police, the same gun. The same thing the gun with the stunt gun where them I use now. The one where them where zap you. Them use the same zap gun pan themselves. Them use it and train every soldier. Yeah, them just what two of them hold your hand and yeah get it. Cause everybody I feel it. Them use it and train pan themselves too. You understand? You see me I say? So all these things it come like me know the whole of them things, the man. Saying? But no soldier now a train more rough. That back style of man that now have nothing to do with them roughness. Roughness them back, 3 of them all in your face, 4 of them, and when them a train you, just go dig deep and watch our US train and special troops and them thing there. Me watch all of the thing them. What happened to them, man? Eh? Alright, me could just go through this. Yeah?
Up first this evening, the search for the Clarendon teacher missing since last week came to a tragic end today.
So she missing 1 week, right?
That, as the police have located remains believed to be that of the teacher, Natalie Dawkins. The gruesome discovery was made in Clarendon this afternoon. Dwayne Anderson has the latest in this primetime news report.
Police detectives were led to this area just off Sunrise Road in Sandy Bay in Clarendon. It was the latest stop in the search for missing teacher Natalie Dawkins. To my right is an illegal dumping area. Just beyond is where police detectives uncovered human remains.
Now that we have recovered the remain, which we believe is our body, we now will get into more of the final points of investigation, details in terms of interviews, etc.
We observed a man in handcuffs in an unmarked police car on the scene, but detectives refused to say if the man played a role in the discovery of the remains. Now, only yesterday, scores of volunteers were in this very area searching, but left without finding anything. Many of them returned today as word emerged about the find. Among those looking on was the principal of the Four Parts Primary School, where Natalie Dawkins worked as a grade 3 teacher.
I asked them to come because we just wanted to just sit together. If we didn't even have much to say, we just wanted to sit and even look at each other because it's a very difficult time. But they spoke and they shared how they are feeling. Very sad, very disappointed at what has happened to Natalie. Still can't believe
Human
that
remains.
somebody would have actually harmed Natalie because of the type of person that Natalie is. You know, and so the staff is not doing well at this time.
She said they never gave up, despite Miss Dawkins being missing for more than a week.
A week.
It's a sad day for
A
us as
week.
staff. It's a very sad day. You know, yes, you know.
Alright, so me I look on this now and me I hear where I hear what the thing they say. And I could do, because we watch Body Farm and study a lot of things as me tell them before, you know. So I can drop that. So them say, she, right? So I can hear where Bailey say. Bailey, what play you, you know. You're there on my program today. Yeah, Bailey? Yeah? So Bailey, I say skeleton. And if you say skeleton, he make me read Body Farm because, you know, when I have to do the testing and make sure she, yeah? Yeah. Let me hear this.
On Tuesday, the 30th of March, 2021,
It's got Tuesday, Simpson.
Natalie Dawkins, 44 years old, teacher and bailiff of 29 Denby Crawl, Maypen, Clarendon, was at her home when about 11:24, the alarm to her car went off. She was telephoned by her neighbor, and after that, she disappeared and has not been seen since. A report was made to the police on the 1st of April 2021, and an investigation commenced. All the protocols relating to missing persons were observed, including several searches carried out at different locations by the police. On the 3rd of the 4th, 2021, as a result of police intelligence, an operation was conducted in Bellasgate, St. Catherine, where one Jeffrey Bedwards,
Yes.
20 years old, of Bellasgate and Sandy Bay, engaged the police in a shootout.
Okay.
He was shot and killed, and a .38 revolver seized.
So him say police, a giant police military patrol come check him, and him have a 38 gun. Stug knows 38 and him fire shot. Let me tell you this. That man could have been the key to even the brother where you all were dead. 38, him dead, and then everybody have finger blame upon him. Then you don't know, because they might have tell him go on with the TV, might have dead and thing, but him, if you know hold that guy alive, you know, might have hear enough more and hear the whole complete the plot. Because it's a plot, you know. You understand? 38, and them see the police are 38, or almost a 5 or something, what, 38, and in a shootout to the police with a hyper weapon, and dead. And you see, if you silent the one where figure the information, the best information, then on a step back where?
Also, a car which turned out to be that of Miss Dawkins.
Somebody,
That's a blue Toyota Wish, which was actually stolen as well. 3 other persons have since been taken into custody in relation to the investigation. 2 televisions which we believe are the property of Miss Dawkins, were also recovered during a search of the man's house, the man who was fatally shot.
that can name distraction, sir. Cause them like somebody I run off of them foot then and them know say at you have a little 20-year-old youth and say right, give him the car him for go sell it, cause them cut car and sell it down in a St. Catherine and them thing they saying. So them just fit the car for eat, just say boom bam bam. Don't move him alive. Sometimes I will call on in and them all set it to wanna stay there. Saying? So when they get the TV and say, okay, this is a robbery, it's not a robbery, man. Set up, man. Some close relative or something want to get her destroyed, but them want it, you know, to have the police, yeah? And if it's smart.
By the police. Unfortunately, this morning, during an operation in the Sandy Bay area of Clarendon, and based on information received by the police,
Information.
a decomposed body of a female, which we believe is that of Miss Natalie Dawkins, was discovered. The scene is now being processed.
When you listen him good, but I take him by word to word, you know, and then I show him something. Just listen.
And we hope that during the processing, we will get valuable evidential material that will assist us with the investigation. We are convinced, based on our investigation, that Jeffrey Bedward, who was fatally shot by the police, was at Miss Dawkins' residence within the same period when she went missing after 11 on the 30th of March 2021.
So, oh, him that find him way right, there's something if I know somebody close to her, I draw them in and just want to get from over or something. This is what them do all the time. But this a come from same place in our circle. So far them live. But you saw them where them reach. Same place in our circle.
We are also confident that he was in the area where the skeleton remained.
Let me just repeat again what him just said a while. 1 week, you know. Let me just repeat what him just said a while. What him said, listen.
Period when she went missing after 11 on the 30th.
Listen, him just said skeleton.
March 2021.
Listen.
And we are also confident that he was in the area where the skeleton remained were discovered.
So you discover skeleton remain for 1 week? All right, let me just go and play this. Skeleton remain. People, that a sticky point, right? They say, yeah, because when if it's an ex-body or something, or them use acid and take off something off of that, yeah. Skeleton himself, right? All right, good.
We have secured significant amount of evidence, both scientific and other types of evidence, in support of our investigation. And some of the things I cannot disclose, as you will understand, the nature of the investigation. We are confident also that we will get to the bottom. The motive for the killing of Miss Dawkins, we are confident that we will get to that. Again, I must commend our investigators. They have been on it from the 30th, round the clock. We want to say thanks to the public for the support that they have also.
Man said skeleton, 1 week. I'm going to show them something because when them watch this, I'm going to show them something.
We may not be present and we cannot be present everywhere at the same time. But one thing I will say that we will pursue our investigation with all the energy and vigor as was manifested in this one. And those who continue to perpetrate crimes, we will get at you. Brother of the deceased, that is Bedward, is in custody.
Okay, you have a brother, good.
Two other persons.
And two other person.
A person of interest, and they can assist us with the investigation.
All right, so make we look pan skeleton remain now because you know we are say good police and them thing there, yes, nice. But when you say skeleton remain, that one they draw me up. So make we look pan our skeleton process. Make we look pan the process of skeleton process decomposition without embalming. Right, so we are look pan in the elements. Make we look at the elements now because me watch body farm. See that? When you can just type it in and when you look on it, you have body with them and it show you how fast them deteriorated. You know what kind of temperature and everything and how it's set. Come watch it, you know, over and over. See? Some people never know say you have all these kind of things. Yeah, man. You see me I say? The rate of decomposition is largely depend on the cause of death, the weight of the disease and other environmental factors. For example, body decay at a faster rate if they are exposed to the element or wildlife, if they are in warm environments, or if they are underwater. This is why forensic scientists create body farms. Warning, article contain image of human decomposition. Well, I'm not going to press that, so I'm not going to show you nothing like that. They study human decomposition rate under various conditions below. We focus on the decomposition process without embalming when a body is in natural climate, not in the coffin, and remain undisturbed. So we are showing you, all right. So 3 hours postmortem, stiffening of the muscle, rigor mortis, that set in 3 hours after body dead, right? So 24 to 40 to 72 hours postmortem, internal organ begin to decompose due to the cell death. The body begins to emit pungent odors. Yeah, rigor mortis subside. Rigor mortis are when your body, you know, it stiff up and can't move. So that subside, right? So 3 to 5 days postmortem As organs continue to decompose, body fluid leak from orifice. The skin turn greenish color. 3 to 5 days, right? Remember, she missed 8 to like 10 days, right? 8 to 10 days. No, she missed like 9 days. So 8 to 10 days postmortem, the body turned from green to red as blood decompose and gases accumulate. Because the gases, so you have to swell up on them things, so gases are accumulate. 3 to 10 days. Now you find in this way, you find skeleton remain 3 to 10 days. So if 8 to 10 days, this, you find a skeleton remain, I want to say, well, she positively she. Unless they use some acid melt her down and to bone and get off the bone and do things like what some people do. 2 weeks, teeth and nail fall out. That if she not the, like we have, maybe if you have under some tree and thing, it even slower, right? And this is what them do. Them are body farm with them test. That's why them know these things. Them know when fly upon it, if it lay lava and it turn like butterfly, when it lay, and them know when the body there when it show there. This is what them do. 1 month postmortem, the corpse begin to liquefy into a dark sludge. Can you come even see the dark sludge or something? 1 month. Remember, it's just a week with it. A skeleton remain on a reach. Eh? Eventually, the last stage of decomposition is skeletonization, which leave behind nothing but, you guess it, a skeleton. That are after the last stage, but this are after 1 month plus. 1 month plus, this are when it turn a dark sludge, like your skin, everything come down by you. So you know the elements, you know, bury or nothing. See? But she just can't feel weak. I want to take up skeleton. So it still make me do nothing and make the big things as she and whatever. Even if them two are close, the life here close and thing, we have to make sure. See? Unless they melt her up or do something. See? But she couldn't put the elements or put under the ground and then she turned skeleton. I want to pick up skeleton. So it won't work. This can take anywhere from a month to several years. The skeleton, it can take from a month to several years, depending on the environment, buried, etc. So if she buried, can like 6, 7 years, the skeleton remain there. So, see? You may wonder, will skeleton also decompose? The answer is yes. If animal do not destroy or move the bones, skeleton normally take around 20 years to dissolve in fertile soil. However, sand or natural soil, skeleton can remain intact for hundreds of years. So if you bury it, it can remain. So how she turn skeleton in a 1 week? Unless them clean her, them use some things and melt off and do some things and melt her up and take out them. But you're not supposed to turn skeleton in a week. You understand? Although the human decomposition is a natural process, cleaning up the decomposing body present health hazard to everybody around, and it should be left to professional crime scene cleanup, specializing compassionate and discreet. So you have to leave it for them come clean it up and clean up proper and them thing. The same. So this are where we go by because I watch, I watch this body farm. Me not even press it and show them because, saying. So I watch it itself, I watch it more than one time. So when me, you see, when them go come out to that bag and say skeleton remain now, I just that alone, okay, good when them say okay, them find her, and them just come out and say yes, it's she, and them feel some close, unless you melt her up and do something, but not 1 week. She turn skeleton, remain, unless they use some acid and them thing there. You remember how the doctor teach a little girl in that trouble? No, there's a teacher from down the islands or something, and them use acid. How is that? Yeah. I must call him Dr. Bedrin, where, I deal with the use the black acid there for melt. I try to melt up the bone, I must leave a skull and thing in a bathroom. Up in a just right up near the golden triangle there, so. See him? Yeah, man. Remember, not long ago, a couple of years ago, them only me know not less about the case. Because you could have used that and clean and do something. Unless people do that mean them well. Them just will and get rid of and thing. But if you take up some skeleton remain in a 1 week, it can't be fair remain and unless them did melt and do something to her. But the skeleton remain 1 week, not the elements. So I tell you when it's like them have the body farm. So if you if you go and you look on a body farm, me don't want to show them the body farm because, see, I don't want to show them the body farm. But it depends. You can go Google it and you show them how them do it because the body farm, them have body and them put them out there. So them know butterfly lay, them know when the larvae, when it lay and when it hatch and thing, them know much days, them know much that. That means that's why you see them the forensic science where, you know, them can tell it say exact a person that did that time, yeah, or a person that did that time. And them think about follow man, you know. You see me, I say, so when them say skeleton, I see them have the little bag, me I say, wow, skeleton remain. See? We have to look closely to them youth that live right about this. And if you reach to the teacher, somebody will get out. Sometimes you want family member or something. So that's not a joke about that. See? And then you want it to look like a robbery, you just take 2 TV and take things, then you have young boy, oh, go sell this and sell the car. And then the thing I look at. So if I look at, them just do some boom and just make a phone call and say, boy, we know some boom bam bam, you know. In the day, so don't have bell there, so you know, St. Catherine or where him there and boom bam and police just go boom, 1 kill. No, capture him. 38, and like he can push his magazine, his barrel. 38. So we can shoot out him again. You capture him and get you see, if you get rid of these killers and get rid of these people and these mastermind, you have to get people like this. Even Triggerman and them from there. If you don't do it, you know move. It's like you just use some revenge thing and just do some little things and we don't know where to go. You understand? It not solve problem. It not solve it. So you know when they move away, when you think they solve it not solve it. Not solve it. You see me I say? We not have to ask, you know, we know that, you know. So you see me I say? We know that. So we sit down and we study so much things in a forensic and them thing that them don't know. When you hear me come and talk, if them come and say book back, because even the police also, in the last say, when finish playing out, because I say right now them start a forensic so they might get better at what them do. So I just play where I say. I finish play where I say. Yeah, I finish play where Fitz I say. Easy the Bailey. Easy Bailey. You remember where I say?
We'll appreciate the fact that our main objective was we were trying to find Miss Dawkins or her body. So a lot of effort and energy and focus was placed on that. Now that we have recovered the remain, which we believe is our body.
But you hear him say, never cover the remain, wish, we believe. Can just correct himself this. Can say, no, we'll cover our remain. Wish, we believe is our body. No, do the test first. And before you say it's our body, yeah, just make sure, yeah?
Get into more of the final points of investigation, details in terms of etc. We also have other lines of inquiries which we are confident will assist us with the investigation, but I cannot get into those at this time. And I must say, technology again has assisted us. The science has assisted us significantly in this investigation. It was a joined-up investigation, and there were several elements, several departments within the JCF that assisted with the process, and they are still assisting with the process. And I think the public must be aware that we are getting better at what we do.
Yeah,
we are building greater.
That's what we want greater capacity and more. You know, that we don't miss the target, you know? Yeah, man.
Capacity in terms of investigative capacity, in terms of technology, in terms of the science, we are expanding our capacity.
But if the science that's still the 8 days, you know, say you don't pick up a skeleton remain like that. Unless, you know, you tell me a little later, say, you know, them use acid and them melt her down or do something, but she won't decompose like that. In a them kind of liquid. And like you say, she in a fire and burn and when get, you know? Yeah, man.
And I must say that the traditional detective type investigation was also manifested in this investigation.
Yeah, man. So, Bailey, me give you a date today, you know. Give you a date today, yeah, man. See? Yeah, so we still have to wait from first make them just tell me say yes, at the lady. And then science is gonna tell me say, okay, if she, them want to know how them can find out how them kill her, because them have to go melt off her flesh or do something because she couldn't deteriorate in a 1 week. And turn skeleton itself. No, take up bone. Then a week. Yeah. Because we watch the body farm and the body farm that show we these things. That's why them can come in and them can come in and say the person dead that way. People all eat. People eat. And when them eat, you know, it takes certain time for the food digest. And people end up dead and somebody might have come and say this and that. I notice how them people they break down them thing, but them test the stomach content. Them say no, it a digest. That means them person are dead before because the food in a digest. It a digest. If you say him dead 2 o'clock in the morning, you know that 2 o'clock in the morning, the food when him eat, the last food that digest. So the man that show you say him did drink something and did eat something and not digest him dead before 10 o'clock or before when. Science it them show because them use them thing there and test them thing there. So we understand the whole thing. You understand? We understand the whole enough thing me sit down and study, you know. Wanna stay there. When you hear me just come talk. That's why you see me have a live show. Me no do no editing and not pretty up, nothing, me have a live show. Because we know what we are talking. You see? So we sit down and we study the thing and we study it on an international level. So me see my country I go the wrong way, we talk. And some man might say, me no just talk for talk's sake. Me don't have time for that. And as me say the brethren say, you know, me not understand how them teach. Come on. Watch the whole so me know the whole me know the capacity. You understand? They can sit down and come talk about some things I wanna drop down, wanna frighten and drop down. See? Me know the strength of the army them around the world. Me sit down and study these things. What happened to you know? See? You understand? We know say you have America with warship and turn over 70% of this in the world, same one warship. Turn up at your doorstep. Your military can't stand up to 70% of who in the world. 70%. Different from like Russia and one warship just come up with the amount of plane, the amount of thing we have and it have nuclear capabilities and thing. It can just mash up and capture your country. Wicked, America. Powerful. You understand? So we know them things, we know Russia capability, we know China capability, we study all of these things. See? We study them, man. We study our soldier train and do all of them things. So when me come and talk when soldier call your name, that number one, it depend on the book in Jamaica. These are the things we want to pass, and the things say me overlook it. If you depend on the word and your course, them lock you up in decent language. But that because it's silly. So you know, expect a soldier come on the road and say, "What boy soldier, we move up there." Which man you ever hear talk to soldier so in Jamaica? So when you do that, it bad. It don't make the soldier use the same word and tell a man go, "Wow, why your girl?" You know, the girl go, "You're back," and deal with man them kind of way there. And that them a do. That now have nothing but no psychology and psychology affects pam soldier mind. You don't said so the soldier them now fight enemy out the road, you know. Are the same Jamaican people. They are trained soldiers to come fight. Them now going on a war. We don't see them going on a training and them are going to Middle East and them go down up in America and go and go war. We don't use soldier. You see them are use soldier against them one people. It don't work so. First world country it don't work so you don't use a force against the one people then. See? So for style the soldier and them kind of little thing that's a different thing. You understand? The P self no one yes sir well you could overlook that but if you call him them kind of name and them thing that not training man. Them chat up and train them. Yes sir. Let me tell you this. Them are trained for your seal and put a weight pan you have to go pull that. Man out for your drone you can't do it. Them are kick you out of that because you have like called Seal 60, I call them that train for them special, them do special operation. Like when them go for land and you drop in or some man behind enemy line and them have to stay there for all months and spot out of them a call in and fight a thing for you know. What I talk about man? Me never want to go on so in depth. So me know a soldier train and them thing. Me know marine train, me know the whole of them thing there. When me say foolishness, me talk about foolishness. Me never forgot to the in depth with you know. Because we know bad word, indecent language and Jamaican books. So you can't call a man fag and them thing that call yeah, but that not nothing for doing training. You could have make it that's a different thing. So you not tell me about soldier business, man. Me know about what me talk about. See? You and I want to go take any when you go search it and find in a US or anywhere where them call soldier them a trainer and call hey batty boy a batty man and you go find one and come put it up and show me. Because me know them gonna move him. You understand him that get a deep shit. But him a bad boy and back off and go on same way. You understand? police trained for intimidate when them take you down. Like them, so them talking at one. Come on, put your hand up. So that alone, it'll jerk you up. So them is a tactic where them use and or them barcode pan you. Yeah? So that alone, it jerk you up. For, distract you. For draw them up. You understand? And them a flash bomb, but them can't use and a building to get you out. And that's why when come, police. And when you look at you're frightened. In a UK, police are running pan you. Them not gonna run in pan you. Them are running pan you, come capture you same way. Unless them know say I've gone in them when them call out the arm on them. But them are run and the car if they do and come in. You gotta dump on your face because that alone intimidate you. The way you because them trained that way there. See? But them not running and say, but the boy, hey boy, you suck this. That's not part of them training, man. That's a foolishness. See? Them have a way for intimidate you and frighten you and you move along. You talk about, man. See? I know the whole of them things. I want to hear me a chat. No, but I feel I know the thing. I tell them I know the thing. Well, I never have to explain it to you. So when I feel say, oh, don't some know it, man. So when police, you have to know, ignore it that when people out the road talk to him, which people out the road, who you see in Jamaica talk to put soldiers away. Soldier will have fire shot and kick boy and blick people in them face and work. And who you ever see do that? Even the police, them as I say, book back, have them hear a man cuss about with them come lock you up and say, I in this language, and them cuss what to you. It depends on the books. So we are train a man and I call him batty boy, that don't make no sense to me, that you can't use it in nowhere else. I call a man that nowhere else. Only in Jamaica. Get it straight. So we have to now, we'll go back to Fitzbailey now. When it says skeleton remain, that's just that alone, 1 week. Say for she, that means they must use some chemical to clean off them bone, they do something to melt her down or something. But turn skeleton in a 1 week. No, sir. You see me I say? Turn skeleton in the elements in 1 week. Come watch them things, they just watch it, so some people not have the guts to watch them. But you may study a lot of things for watch them things too. See? Body farm. So you see the amount of bodies where you look on it. When I might not have got to look on it. So I studied body farm and see how them deal with them thing and them thing there. See? So you get the whole idea. That's why I tell them, so when I do detective work and then want to book back me and say this a chew off, that a chew off, that and that. Why you think me talk? Because we know. So when you come and talk, I can say, hey, go pinpoint a man there and pinpoint a one there. And you say that happen. And when a man come start stupid, I say it's stupid. Why you think I say it's stupid? But I tell you say it's stupid. You can't do some real investigators go deal with them things, them just point it out to you, boom, boom, right in front of your face. Foolishness. You understand? Oh, by the way, some people send me to voice note with Freeport police. Say I'm gonna call in and I say I'm this and that. That's a foolishness. Yeah? So that's a foolishness. Either somebody want to set up a group where them not in and just a call on themselves or them do them own the thing and then push out that 3 people run with that and say, see them man that a fool, that listen me, that a stupidness. Man I say, boy, 2 million liquid a man, oh me other man ya cousin and me other man, that is stupidness. And police are really tape that and then send that out. Because the police tape that. That's so stupid. That's stupid. Either you want to set up, you know, want to make something look past somebody but you have. If you say, yeah man, them are threatening people, no one thing, because when they take, I say, stop take Jamaican people feed that, no man, and stop them thing there, no man. You understand? Plant thing, no man. But I say, me no business, me get shot in number one, I come down there, you know, I will come down there, and I did, and I will say, I'm in a business, you know, no matter think I joke now, you cut me off about foolishness. See? But you have some people not think for themselves. I come and say, but see that man, the body, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man, of them do blah, 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 blah. You know, come on. See? Stop that thing there. And the arm of the force, you know, if you just clean up the force. As me say, we can't have rat. We put rat for God, cheese against rat, other rat. It no make no sense. That no make it. You understand me telling anybody that? We not gonna have no rat and put them for protect cheese. Against rat, you know, against other rat. What happen? Me tell you, I'm chatting a metaphors and parables. It's simple, you understand me. See? So if we not clean the force, we can't, the violence and them thing that we want to cut down against it are the hardest thing for beat. Because we can't have a corrupted and then the people them that the force to just stop talk so like force have black eye and the one of them thing that foolishness to me, you know. Foolishness. You understand? If a man break you in the force and you break something, we deal with you. You have to get dealt with. You understand? We not shield you. See? We not work for you. You come in at this, you're not coming at this as a criminal and then we shield you. That will make the whole force turn a criminal organization. It's simple. You understand? Some man might have fight, you know, make me fight them youth over 40 years, how much people dead, over 50,000 people dead, you know what check it. See? And a politician now, how much a politician gone to prison? There's still corruption, stripe, ripe in the place. See? Man say what them want to say, and when them say what them want to say, them forgot what them say. See? And when in a driver's seat, people follow them, we don't work away there. We just come out with talk straight. Go and see a better Jamaica, where you can lie down in some sun and you're nice and the foolishness, you know, and the foolishness that go on. But if you leave it like this, it'll just get worse. Chaos, bad management. Nobody, I'm going to think them go up in a Enumaga now, sir. It's to write more laws and rules and, you know, more regulation and more things. And more things to ban up. It's like them are put in a bandage. And I like something to uplift the country. Where you could have said, hey, you know, so they might come with some nice things to uplift the country. You can't come borrow money when people are pay a bag of money, see? People are pay a bag of money. Even the gas tax so they put on how much billion and to make the multi-billion and the IPP charge and some other things. Then put on some other charge on the light bill too. Government do it, you know. Come and talk to people from this and them show me say my government put on them things, that's why it's up. And then for make a money and then go on and I live in like a first world government in a third world country, me I tell them say that not working. And same like come and tell them say, you know, for that long 4 hours per a Saturday, that can't work. Either you go full day or you close the day completely. And if you take out the day, if you know lock down the airport them and mind them and them things that you want tourists come in. Little later, country like, remember me talk already, you know, country like US and other country, I say when it's full, hey, don't come to Jamaica. So automatically it's like your place open but it's shut. Can nobody now come there. And then you mash up the whole place and you don't have no medication and nothing at all. Who dead and who live. Because we don't think. We're not so medicated fools. See? Everything when we talk about, we just come back to it. When we see them the Manchester Municipal Corporation and them attack and the health, the one where responsible down there say, she observe. Them not keep protocol. No man did for that small little town. And if you have 200,000 people run through it in a 4 hours, what happen? And like the 200,000 people are spread out in a 12 for the whole day. So in any day per Saturday that can just up. So if you bring in something like this, like place like a lockdown like hurricane and come and everybody come out, you have to spread it. You have to then you have to talk about observe 6 feet apart. No, we don't have leader. We don't think. The best way to control this and not control the people. You can't, alright, you see like the place that automatically shut on a Sunday. If you go and you make the noise say, okay, business place is not closed, but the people that buy, they're not going to come out because they might go, them seats closed, they might turn back. So you never have to put the pressure on the people them in a not shape or form. That's how the country work. So you shut it down, you know, so about gym shut, library shut, theatre house shut, that shut. So the place will look like a Sunday. So even if you drive, it will look like, you see most of the place shut up Sunday, you know, why I think people not come out? Why the road so empty on a Sunday? Because the business place them shut. So if you look on that model, and you say, okay, Saturday busy day, so you don't want to do that on Saturday. But you say you take a day. You just say, okay, me have to do it like this. All the business place them must say them have to shut on the day there. They could not holiday. And then you're not going to see nobody. So it makes sense, but come out and make a circle like me, I got a turn for buy something because the place shut up. But on a Sunday, when the place shut down, everywhere shut down, and certain thing you want, the whole of the thing them shut, you're not going to see that crowd. It's a scanty. You understand? Nobody not there. Unless I look at market people alone. We're not for smart, man. See? So we don't have to pressure the people them kind of way. I mean, I tell you, so when you can't make the tourism and private sector rule, you know. because only thing it do is just mash up a country. Yeah? I remember in the private sector, I remember someone have to depend on the same masses of people when I send go crush. We don't them buy the little food and thing, but when I sell no rum, I want wine, I want mackerel, I want sardine and thing. We don't have nothing. Can you imagine? We don't overhead, we have place in the world 14 parishes, right? We sell things. Yeah? And can you imagine, we have a thing and we can and them thing that nobody no buy from us for 3 months. 1 month, once said 3 months. I just cut on half. Out of Jamaica, we must crumble. 1 month soon no crumble. We no overhead too big. People now forget up with no stone and chop to nobody and them thing. We not forget serious. Plant up in the backyard. Me not telling you nothing wrong. See? Me not telling you. See? Banning nobody don't want to change. You don't send a strong message. And them kind of way there. You can't send strong message. You don't come out with no physical, altercation. You don't need it. You see? You just look on one of them brand name. One of them brand name will sell everything. But like them sell cat soup, whether them sell this, that. I want to know, the whole of Jamaica come and say, okay, you see this? Pint out one of them. So you take them one for one and say, okay, boycott that. Nobody at all no buy it. We just know say, hey, we not buy it. No put it in your shop, nothing. We put it in them shop, you not go sell it because we're not going to buy it. No care we no buy it, we not buy it. You understand? If them have sell butter and the next man sell butter, buy the other butter if you use it. I'll get some coconut and make your oil. See? Nobody, nothing at all with them sell. 1 month. And that alone is straighten them out because they might lose billions. And then you straighten out a bank the same way. Draw your money. Whether credit union, whether who and them are this, and the bigger them is, go for the bigger one. Draw to the money. Yeah man, we not a bank, nothing we do know. Crumble it. So when the government says we're not serious, we're not working on one unit now, them know so them next. You understand? Them start serve the people, them know the country. It's mad, it's easy for the man. Don't forget wise. We don't need no conflict than no demonstration and things. Just do what I tell you to do. We have social media when we can just link up and know say that day. We go start it. So when I say right, say the 15th we are going on in. The 15th of April, you see that company name that and that. Nobody. I want to talk up on a thing and people get serious. Nobody, nothing at all for them. Nothing. Me say them overhead, them light bill, them more who them for pay and what have you. Me say them must crumble in 1 month. 4 weeks? Can you imagine you keep it up for 6 weeks? And when the 1 month the kid say, hey, I come for some other company. Same like them I extend this and I don't know. You say, I extend it 2 more months to argue them. Then they because them things I forgot dash with them now go good. See? Only raise on one fault. So when you look at some place where I sell all them meat and them dairy, and you look at it, the easier to spoil to you, I say, what now do? Push up them thing there, well, boy, cut them too. When you get powerful, no man, get smart, no man. We not telling you nothing foolish. Don't forget smart. You see what I say? We not tell them nothing foolish. See? So you see it? Ideas that's why you see man like we just sit down and just watch them, because if people still like me, we don't around with people, we can't style me, See? So we don't style them. I show them take styling and make them belly rule them. Them need to stop that. You understand? We need to get serious. See? Still like me. We don't tell people about no violence. No do that. No altercation with nobody. You just know say this is my money. And just look on a bank. And you say if I'm gonna do that, everybody pull up. From them say one big company, giant, say my giant, and them crumble. You look at the other one and say you next. Him beg you might cut all price. Yeah. You just look and cut all price and them stop to them foolishness. So you catch back your country in your hand. For Christ's sake. See? You just know say, hey, no butter, nothing, nobody, nothing from them, nothing. Any bakery do that, we do the bakery that too. We don't stick out a bakery, but $400 for bread, we now buy it. We don't, hey, I can tell, no bun, no bull, nothing. We cut them off. It's staying at the shelf because it don't have no long shelf life neither. From the bakery that crumble, the man say, yo, them people that get serious now, them get wise up. Hey, the one loads of wise them up, Yo, no man. Him, I make them sit down and go and make them plan. That's how I do it. You don't bring no physical altercation and just using the money. We the little money we not spend. Because private sector, them live pan uno. Them are leeches. We don't fool no money. Let me tell you, about a fact, uno, let me tell you this. Every one of them sector and everything have to live off of the people them. So even when the nurse and the doctor them are angry or bad, if we start boycott and say, yo, the hospital and now work, boom, bam, bam, them have to straighten up, you know. We don't, them have patient, them have a job, you know. Even if you know all these things, we don't have the power in our hand. But you not bow to things. Me I say, yo, me not do this. Some man I say, me want my thing, a dirty girl and flash out, you know. So me can eat it, I'm in a business. So them still move them thing. So them say, all right, them I eat that, you know, we have them like fools, so we can't do anything. You know, so them turn me back in a slavery. We don't put the chain pan away. You understand? We don't forget smart. You understand? We don't need people to think out of the box. So me talk, that's why me just go back to me and talk, say, when me talk, them know, so we talk solid. We say, when them just put in a place and cut off the 12, that no make no sense. See? You, look what me I sign out with now. I mean, I remember, Andrew, this is what I tell you to do. In 2015, with a rise, I'm a vice bird. So my vice, and it's like, you know, try to mute people when you yourself say these things. You understand? So, at this may I sign out with you know. This may I take you out with you now, sir. So, saying, remember, you know, remember, not my word, your word. So this may take you out with.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime.
So, all right. So, let me just go now again. So, we have to do what the man say. Because I know me say it, Andrew say it. So, I play him again. And so, I sign out, you know, here.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what I do here, sir. Yeah, man. You see it? So, when them say so, you can't say the right things now, and you know, driver seat, and then you don't want nobody talk. It don't make no sense neither, yeah? You understand? So, you see that, you see the dictator thing, done with that thing there. This is your word, and you taught the right thing. But when you still not cheer now, you feel say, oh, nobody must do this. No. Them have a right to raise them voice and concern about everything. Go wrong. See? That's why I run with troll. Because sometimes troll, them not see what you see, you know. I used to treat them now, see what you see. It's like how I have to come explain about the soldier a little while. Because when I watch them, I show them not watching it. When me sit down and study, because I study the world, I tell them before, I show them most of them not doing it. Most of them not doing it. Me going deep in some things, you know. See? So me look at a man and tell him, say, why? They will say, boy, you come like a fish out of water. I say, yeah, man, you have fish. You have fish out of water too, man. Then they laugh after me. Mud skip and live out of water. Everybody think, walk on land too. Yeah, you say, Lord, say me crazy because you have some things in this world where you live in a one place you never see yet. And you never watch documentary, you never think about it, so you never even think about to Google it or search for it. You understand? So you have a lot of things where you don't see. See? You have a lot of creatures where you never see. We live there in Jamaica, you have a lot of some great spots, some little creatures, some insect and things where you never see it. You come out all in the night, you know, some that you never see them in a day yet, so you never see them, you go hear some noise, I think I just really blink you alone. No. You never see yet. You never see them and first you see them. I mean know that. See? You see what I say? And you have so much different species of thing, if you talk about it, you know. Like some people that say, Jamaica alone have hummingbird. No, hummingbird, they're all over the place. We might have a certain hummingbird there, but you have hummingbird everywhere. See, now we can't show them, but me people are saying, you know, your man at Jamaica alone have a hummingbird. That's an answer. See? So them tell me what they want to tell we, and enough people run with that. And when they run with that, them believe. I don't say this go. The world is a world within a world. So you have insect world becoming like a giant. You know, like them that show you the giant and them are big people and some giant and them thing there. Becoming like a giant to like a ants. Our days like maybe we never even know much to ants. And to some other things. And yet still these creatures are stronger creature than us, you know, as human beings, you know. Because if them did big of the size of us, we not trouble. Because them live much time them body weight. Caterpillar, ants, the beetle and them thing there. Very strong. The normal beetle live much time body weight and I click two things. If them did big like mankind, maybe mankind don't even survive on the earth. Can you imagine have scorpion big like man? 6 foot scarpet and them thing there, and one bag of them with them thing there run round, and them centipede and them thing there, and them ants here, and them bees and wasps here. Oh, you survive, man. See? And them great, and then yes, still enough of them can take down you, man. Enough of them can some poisonous venom where, you know, one thing you take down 30 you, man. See? Yeah, man. So don't watch how them stay. So we study the world. You understand? A matter of fact, man study space, they know them study the depth of the sea. You have something when man never see it. Cause you look for some creature with them own light and them own thing with them say sunlight to reach. It unbelievable. Them send them submersible and them film certain things and where you see it, and then they go to the depth, lower the place yet. See? Some man study round them, more than all them study down at the bottom. Them a try to do it though. See? So we have follow everything. So we never just mind us stuck by one place to where we come from and get to them can't trick me. But there, here, loan some up here, keep it real. Yeah man up.